This video expands on Tech Talk English video 26b, soldering equipment. In it, we're going to have a look at this basic selection of desoldering equipment and how it can be used to remove soldered components. We'll discuss three methods. The first using just a soldering iron, the second using a desoldering pump, and the third using desoldering braid. The other items we have here are tweezers, forceps, lead solder, and soldering paste, or flux. Remember from video 26b that flux makes solder flow more easily, so it will make the desoldering process easier too. To desolder an electric or electronic component, there is one piece of essential equipment that you will need, a soldering iron. If a soldering iron is all you have, then you will still be able to carry out desoldering at some kind of level. So let's assume that you have an old circuit board like this one. You intend to dispose of it, but first you want to remove some components that might be useful in the future. You have your soldering iron and are working in an adequately ventilated area. First, identify the component that you want to remove, and then locate the connections on the opposite side of the board. Apply heat to the component's solder connections and, at the same time, light tension on the component side to pull the component's lead away. Tweezers or forceps can make this easier and will help to avoid burning your fingers. It may be possible to simply push on the end of the component lead to help it out. Beware though, some components are easily stressed, so try to pull on the lead rather than the body of the component itself. Let's look at how this method works. The second method uses a desoldering pump, sometimes called a solder sucker. They are used to suck molten solder away from a solder joint so that the component can be easily freed. The pump has a heat-resistant nozzle, a spring-loaded plunger, and a release button. The button releases the plunger, sucking up molten solder. Before trying this method, practice setting the plunger and pressing the button one-handed so that you can do it quickly. Let's look at how this method works. The third method uses desoldering braid, often called desoldering wick, just like the wick of a candle. It comes on a reel in various sizes. It is comprised of woven strands of copper, much like a shoelace is made of cotton or nylon. The braid is used to soak up and retain the molten solder, removing it from the joint. Let's look at how this method works. Soldering iron, soldering paste or flux, tweezers, forceps, desoldering pump, desoldering braid.